great place to start. I enjoyed that. That was a good
Shout
little
out.
Detroit outing.
Shout out to Eminem.
I thought I was about to be,
All right.
just. Oh, never mind. That's another show. Welcome to your Flint Neighborhood podcast. I haven't talked about Eminem on here.
I feel like we did. What happened? Something happened. The Eminem, Eminem and Benzino. We talked about that.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't talk
yeah.
about. Yeah, never mind. So this has been welcome to your Flint Neighborhood. Welcome to your Flint Neighborhood
Right,
podcast. I am your host Jay, aka Jay Duce, aka Mr. Prolific, aka Pharaoh J, aka Send Let's Great guys. And sitting next to me, the beautiful, illustrious goddess herself.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you are feeling as good as you look. And if you don't look good, I hope you figure it out later, okay? It is the one and only Goddess Sin. And you know where you can find me at M Gotti Beauty on all platforms. And make sure when you go to mgottibeauty.com, you use code NEIGHBOR. And that's only if you're a neighbor. But
She
next
was
to
holding
me-
on to that blush, Jay. I see you, girl. She was holding on to that blush.
You know what will really make me blush? Say no.
Oops, my bad, Jay.
And next to me we have...
Hey, y'all.
Oh, look at them two matching.
It's magic. You already know.
The color palette looks great.
Oh, okay.
It's a compliment. I'm
You
sorry.
know, it definitely goes. Which is crazy because I have a dress like that, but it's like orange.
She said,
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
See, we be. It be here. Catch the other episodes. But hey y'all, it's magic. You already know the girl. Go catch the stream. You already know.
We gotta
And
title
yeah.
this episode "Thick Thighs Saves Lives." Son. You okay?
You already know.
Both of you on that couch, okay?
But yeah, and look out for new shit from me.
Period.
And next to me,
what's up, man? It's Pay Nate. Hope y'all had a good week, productive week, good holiday. Whether you care about that past holiday or not, I hope you had a good.
And that day happened. But I wanted to get more into what we was talking about outside, right into the boxing match last night. Shakur Stevenson. I'm sorry, I almost fucked that up.
boo, tomatoes.
Damn. Well,
Yeah, damn.
It just wasn't entertaining. Like it was a nice fight. It was a good fight. I'm not gonna hold you.
well, y'all can start with the undercards. We ain't gotta get to the main bout just yet.
I ain't even get to see them Jones, but shout out to
We
the
just
boy,
watched highlights of
Abdullah
one you
Mason.
saw
Like,
one.
yeah,
What? Young boy
I just caught some
crazy.
highlights of Mason.
20
He
years
fire. I'm
old.
gonna definitely make sure I'm like majorly tapped in.
Definitely
like,
got a fan out of me.
Yeah, that should have been the goddamn final fight. Like not who you fought, but maybe him and somebody else.
Debut.
Like, but yeah, like
well,
damn.
big stage type
Yeah, he definitely could have headlined that John for all that.
undercard.
Damn, Shakur, I ain't gonna lie, you super skilled. We all know that. You definitely you super skilled. I think you lack power clearly, but also I don't know, it don't seem like you that good at selling tickets either.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not true because the arena was still full, but it's just the way that John
All right, so I kind of think because how everything we was talking about and everything, the arena probably sold out because he was talking all that stuff before. He was talking. He had a
also
chip
his
on his
hometown,
shoulder.
too, though.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah, he was in
hometown.
his
He had a chip
hometown
on
as
his
well.
shoulder. He was boosting his shit,
Yeah,
and then came out and.
Yeah, I could see where the young boy Mason could slip under a lot of people's heads, especially if you're not as tuned into boxing as you would think. But in terms of when you talk about all of the headlining boxers, Shakur is one of them. So it's for this fight to have even low key, it was promoted at in my opinion at a lower scale from a Tank fight or from Devin Haney's fight. That kind of threw me off because I was very excited to see Shakur fight. Period. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? Because he doesn't have those fights under his belt yet. He's still up and coming. And the fact of the matter is, also a lot of people talk about people don't want to fight him because of the fight style. It's a tricky thing to navigate. So again, I was looking forward to it too as well, being that it was in Newark, it was in his hometown.
Right.
You knew the building was gonna be packed, and he was the thing that got that fight. We getting right to the main event. The thing that got that fight kind of that has everyone feeling that way is himself, Shakur himself, talking about the fight. But that's also him hyping up the fight.
Yeah.
But the way you talk, so niggas gotta back it up, because that's what really hypes up the fight. Like, yo, if you say some shit and you go out and do it, or the opposite happens, you fucking actually can bring a lot of eyes to the sport of boxing. But last night and again, I think a lot of this speaks to our knockout culture now of like who we are, instant gratitude. Like again, like I'm somebody who loves boxing, so I don't want to knock out to like the 6th to the 9th. 6th to the 9th, I want you knocking the guy out. I want to see a fight.
See a really good fight.
I just want to.
I feel like it's
really
either or.
good fight.
I
love a good knockout.
Love a good
knockout.
Everybody loves a good knockout. But if you can't get the knockout, give us a good 12 rounds. Like, give us a. I want to see two warriors. Like,
so I want to see a
you
fight.
Know what I mean?
Like,
Duking this shit out.
I get it coming from like understanding the art of boxing and like the techniques that's used to even make it to a 12 round type of thing. But like, man, I cut this shit. Well, I don't need the 12 rounds.
That's only if it's boring. If it ain't boring, them 12 rounds go quick. Them 12 rounds feel like a 10-minute moment because it's like if they going at it, but if it's a boring, slow boxing, them 12 rounds,
they just running out the
shit
clock
like a football game now. Like it's like
I mean, I also felt like it went fast because I was waiting for him to have a moment. Like, I'm looking at the rounds like, dog, you ran out of fight left. Like, come on. Like, you got to, like, we got to the 6th. I'm like, all right, it's time to start showing, son. That's the tank line. Like, again, that's the era where those boxers, those echelon boxers who play that way, that Shakur fights, turn up a notch. Because that's when the fighter should be wore down enough that I should be able to exact my will how I want to. But that didn't happen, and that made the fight go faster for me yesterday.
Yeah, that was a little it was a little underwhelming. He won, like, congrats on the win. But,
hey yo,
but you know what I'm saying, like, and I still fuck with Shakur. I'm not. It was disappointing, but I'm not like writing him off. He do gotta get his power up, and I would, on a business scale, just like to see him like, I don't know, like. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of the right word, level. But
get to that premier
is
level.
Like a bona fide brand. Even with Devin Haney's loss, like he still is. It's a pretty decent like brand, and Shakur is also a decent brand. But I just feel like maybe I just got higher expectations for him, and maybe
everybody does though,
right?
And him himself, he does also.
Potential. That's why it's not like we just got high expectations on nothing. He has the potential. We've seen the potential, and it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's like, it's just like, but he definitely got to get that power up. I'm not mad at his necessarily his like technique, because he was definitely out there. Like, he had some crazy little moments. They be quick. It was quick, smooth Johns, but it was like he was slap boxing. Like, it was no power in that joint. Like, it's it was no power in them Johns, but it's like the hits count. Like, they go on the scoreboard, but it's like, damn, boy, look unfazed by them Johns. Like,
yeah.
I mean, mention. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You about to continue? I was about to get this off.
Oh shit! I was honorable mention. Bull should have not have won. 11% of 680 some punches should not have won a fight.
Yeah, what was me?
You gotta tell the people who you talking about.
I think it was like O'Shea or something like that. Hold on, let me know, because we're gonna make sure we get his name right.
11% of 680 punches.
His name was O'Shea. Okay, O'Shaq UIE.
I think it was.
Because I don't want to. It sound like
if I read it, I might be able to say
the first name right there. It's main. After the second fight, after the main fight, the one right there. It's in bold. I'm pointing to it.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I apologize, man. We like some assholes trying to get your name.
Yeah, I used to. Hey, pass that to Magic since it's her thing. Yeah. Go ahead. It's the title.
I might be able to read it too. I feel like I definitely heard it.
People's names, so I'm not going to attempt.
Yep.
Right.
I'm not even going to. Yep. Because, like, I could see how it's spelled and how I think it would be pronounced.
Shaky Foster and Robson.
Okay, that's how we're pronouncing that.
Last name Foster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to Foster, man. Sorry you took that L. I do not agree with that
Who was Foster fighting? No.
He was fighting a nigga that shouldn't have won. And
I don't really know how to say his last name, but it said Robson.
No, his name was like Consekio or something like that. Like, it was something like that. But
sorry, we butchering your name.
Yeah, for real.
Consekio?
Yes.
Consekio?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's just
that is how you say his name right there. Yeah. Consekio. he won, but he won like I guess they judged it as if Foster was like just running, but even the commentators that's like talking during the fucking fight, they seeing it the same way I was seeing it. Like he was putting on a defensive masterclass. He had crazy like his evasive skills was on point. His blocking skills was on point. He was blocking punches that I ain't gonna hold you. I'd have been asleep. I would not have got my hand. It was a couple of them Jones where I was like, whoa. I was like, how do you even?
That's everybody.
How do you even get that John? No, we talking specifically about Main Man right now. But it's like he had certain it was certain punches that he would just get he had some crazy speed, like his defensive speed, and he used like a Philly shell kind of style like of boxing where he had the one jaw up here, he had the shoulder tucked right here. He was moving with that's one of my favorite like defensive styles because you literally can block and evade at the same time in a way if you do it right. It really looked like an art. It's like that shit looked like
Floyd
art
made
for
that
real.
shit famous.
Yeah, so it's like he was killing that shit. I don't see Main Man only landed 11% of his punches, and for him to be so defensive and for him to have been running, he landed over 25% of his punches. So it's like,
was it punches thrown though?
Yeah.
Like no, I'm saying how much how many okay. So
I don't remember
the percentage,
that number. Yeah,
but if Buddy landed 11% of more punches thrown, then it can even those odds. So you talking about 20 versus 11?
I feel you.
So like if he threw more punches,
he threw 800 and Main Man only threw 500. But it's like it's almost
he did
like
throw more punches.
It's almost like y'all kind of within the same like math for real. Like
yeah, but
right,
shout out,
that makes sense.
Shout out to everybody that fought yesterday. Shout out to Shakur. I wanted to get into how was your night last night? You know what I'm saying? You was kind of telling us a little bit about it. You was having a good time. Oh, okay. Last night, Dennis.
No. So last night I went to a birthday party. Put some respect on her age. A 40th birthday party, but she ain't look a day over 20. Okay.
Black don't crack.
40th birthday party / grand opening for a lifestyle brand. It's called Evite. Shout out to Evite. The title of it is actually her son's name backwards. Her son's name is Tavi. After she had her son, she wanted to start, a brand that was kind of catered to helping out like inner city children, and she does like so much with her kids. I don't know how deep y'all are into like kid TikTok, but her daughter is Takori, and she's like real big on TikTok. She just actually performed with that girl Lele last month. So yeah, it's like it was a cool little vibe. Like I love things like that where people just come together and celebrate other people, celebrate us in business, birthdays, like just an event that's just geared to giving people their flowers while they can still smell them. So it was a beautiful event. And yeah, I mean, I had fun, my little wine time. And, it was a cute vibe for sure.
Shout out to you. Congratulations.
Yes.
Good
Jay
job,
said,
guys.
fuck all that shit.
I'm hurt.
No, I was.
You said what you said.
Hey, yo.
Sorry.
None of y'all watched that Ren and Stimpy cartoon I put in there, but I had some stuff saved I wanted to go over.
All right, great. While you looking at that, the word on the street today is parents. What was that show that we watched with Eddie Murphy?
Movie. I was getting into that later, but Beverly Hills
That's
Cop.
a movie?
I wanna watch
Beverly
it.
Hills Cop actual.
I feel like that was long as hell. That
The
was a
new
movie,
one,
'cause
right?
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was the show.
No,
I'm
that was a
crying.
movie.
You talking about the new one,
Yeah,
right?
the new one. Yeah.
Well,
y'all gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's not about the show, but it was more so just about something that sparked the word on the street. And it was basically like, spoiler alert, I don't even know if you would consider that, but it was just like a scene in there where he was talking to his daughter who he hasn't really spoken to in a while, and he basically told her like she's the reason that they don't have a relationship. And that shit rubbed me the wrong way completely, because like as a parent, how do you say that to your child? So like my word or question on the street is, do you feel like children or kids are owed apologies from their parents?
Yes.
Are they owed apologies from their parents?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the adult is the leader. You can't expect, children, especially once you're in your teen, like preteen and up ages. If this is more so talking like your parent is there, and you just, some teens get into a very rebellious type of state.
Yeah.
Okay, at that point, there is a window where some kids might play a part and where y'all relationship with the parent is like a little weird.
Yeah.
But if you talking about like, nigga, you was just absent. Like, it's like you was just absent. You never even tried, or
Yeah.
like you might have had 2, 3, 4 awkward moments with your kid, and maybe just like, I don't know, never like tried again, or like really held that shit, really like internalized the fact that y'all don't have like the greatest bond. Like, it's like, I don't know. Then at that point, you gotta blame yourself, because you are the leader at the end of the day. Like, you have to be able to. If there's anybody you gonna show unconditional love to, it gotta be the motherfucker you made. Like, it's like, you feel me? They ain't even asked to be here. It's like, you feel like they had no clue they was gonna be here in them 9 months, nigga. Like, you did your thing, and now boom. It's like, so. Yeah, it's but if you a teenager and your parents is in your life, like, you can definitely make a relationship weird. Being like a little too rebellious. Most parents won't give up on you, but some they human too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like so that can definitely go a weird way. Like, I know I can be pretty like awkward and standoffish sometimes. Like, I'm sure there's me and my pop, we got a great relationship, but I'm sure there was times where I probably made it hard for him to even like, how the hell do I even call this thing? I don't even know what the fuck to say right now. It's like, we don't really, you know what I mean? It's like,
no, I feel you, but as somebody who didn't get that, and for me, that the relationship kind of like is like again, a lot of people, I ain't even gonna get into that part, 'cause it's kind of, I'm tired of saying that, but it's like growing up in a certain way where you had to grow up super early. And then in your later years, your parents kind of want you to be that kid and have those relationships. It's kind of not on you.
That's not fair. Yeah.
It's not on you on a sense to ever make the phone call as the kid to me. Like,
me either.
you can do it because you love your parent, but it's not. Your parents should have it in them to want to call you a minimum whatever time that is for them, and if they can't and you are able to live, it becomes this, like, again, it's supposed to transfer in a relationship. It's supposed to transfer in a certain way, but it's supposed to be only works that way if it's established. Like, we have an established connection where we always got lunch on Wednesdays, then we would always get lunch on Wednesdays, or we always saw movies on Saturdays, we would always see movies on Saturdays. It would be a thing, but to want that later because of social media and this like glamorization of parenthood and a relationship, parents are kind of like, oh, and the eye awakeness of this woke era that we've been in a sense, which I hate kind of use because white people kind of took our word, but it's a great way to sum up that everybody is more aware. Everyone is more aware of kind of like the things that happened in the past not being okay. Yeah. So having that, like, not having that urge to have a relationship as a kid is okay to feel, but for me, I'm not the one that's ever making that phone call. Because I'm going to call, but it's only at my need, my leisure, because that we don't have that relationship where what do we talk about? Because we never talked.
Yeah, the kid should never owe that. At the end of the day, there's so much things that the kid had to deal with on their own during your absence. Like, from whether it was healing, finding themselves, trial and error, all of that, to figure a lot of that shit out on their own. So for you to pop up when they, 14 up, or even worse, they full grown adults, and you popping up trying to like spend time. You gotta put the full.
That's the issue, trying to establish dominance. I don't think more so like spending time.
That's probably the worst. That's probably the worst. But just also,
like you trying to parent.
That's probably the worst thing you could do. I've seen that go wrong. I've literally seen absent fathers try to be present for a second and then like display a dominance, and that shit always backfires. Oh, you want to be a dad now?
Right.
I've literally heard that. I've heard them. So it's like, but when it comes to a situation where, like I said, the parent is now trying to, actually build that relationship, it is 100% up to you. And of course, there's a part where the said child or now adult has to be acceptive of it. That's the only part that they really got to play at that part. Like, they don't owe you anything. Like, they literally, the only thing they have to do is choose to whether accept it or not.
It's really owing it to yourself.
Yeah, like, so, you know what I mean? So it's like, for the parent, it's completely up to you. If the child rejects you, you have to know that's what comes with it. Like, if you reach your hand in the fire, it comes with getting burned. If you dip off on a child and then try to pop up years later and they're rejective of it, you can't be like, this ain't working because of you. Like, nigga, you had the first impression. You had the first of many impressions to, like, keep that relationship or, build, maintain, whatever. You, as an adult versus a child, decided to You know what I mean? And if you happen to be one of them victims of like, yeah, a parent kept you away, okay, I don't see how a parent could ever keep me away from my kid. But I'm sure there are some real instances where like somebody really was kept away from their child.
Yeah,
And that
it
I'm
happens.
not talking about you. You are the exception. I'm sorry that it's happened to you. But to you motherfuckers that might have lived right around the corner from your kid and you just never, ever, ever decided to pull up or check on them or anything and then get mad when they an adult and don't want to hit the bar with you and shit like that is like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
you fucked
You
that up.
missed
Like,
that.
yeah, like
You
you
did.
missed that
You missed
wave
that.
and you can't expect them to create that wave for you.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
agree
about
on
you.
everything he said, but I do have another version of it. Not another, but another key. And some people go through that too. For the people that parents do come back and you say no on the parent side, just because the kid says no, don't necessarily stop trying to be in their lives. Still try to make it work, because you never know. Time is endless, and they can.
Yeah, time heals, they say.
Sometimes you could learn to be like, okay, you don't have to be the super dad, but being a support is cool.
Well, and no, again, I agree with you on that, but it's also having the initiative to be. If it is a factor of out of your control, when things get in your control, you have to prepare for that moment and understand that you don't know this kid, but you can get to know them even if they're fighting you on it. Hey, it's a couple. It's just you can't be upset that somebody that is a stranger to you does not want to sit in the car with you and talk.
Agreed.
Because you're a stranger. So in you making yourself known to me as a parent, you kind of got to do those things that I ain't get. You might got to lead with a lot of fucking sugar, not like in the sense of saying real sugar, but a lot of sweetness, a lot of kindness,
you gotta get to know them.
a lot of gift giving, whatever.
Yeah.
Figuring out your kid love language and how they receive and how that gratification can make them want to be
I think-
more of a parent, more of a kid to you, and assume you as that parental role.
I think the biggest issue is that people try to kind of start with sweeping shit under the rug. My thing is, if you're going to try to be back in the good graces with somebody, you have to first acknowledge what went wrong.
Correct.
You cannot, I don't care how sweet it is, if you come talking about something, hey, I noticed, you was having car problems, I brought you a new car. All right, but why you ain't come to my birthday party in 96? Let's start there. Fuck the car. Hold the keys, though. I might still want it, but let's talk about this first. Like, let's really get it out the way, because that's going to be the only way we can actually get over this. I'm like, we're not going to negate the elephant in the room.
Yeah, because it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
It's always going to trump. You're going to forever hold. That's why people be like, stop bringing up the past. The past ain't never get talked about.
Baby, hello? How we going to stop bringing up something that we ain't never get through it?
Right.
We ain't never get through it. Like, that's a big thing for me. So I feel like at the end of the day, answering the question at hand, yes, if anything, parents need to apologize to children to showcase that, like, this is how you have emotional intelligence. I realized that I did something that may have not benefited you, may have made you feel a certain type of way, and I deeply apologize for that, because I am the first real love you have ever had. And if I'm treating you wrong, I am now setting the barriers for you to allow other people out here to treat you like
wrong.
this.
Correct.
And then be wondering, like, oh, why they choose this type of person, or why'd you do, like,
Correct.
Or even worse,
Or-
you might have created a rejective ass child.
That's
that
what I was
don't
going
know
to.
how to
Yep.
accept
Don't
love.
even
Now,
know how
now
to-
she the crash
Exactly.
out. Like, she the one. She
Exactly.
basically almost became a reflection of you without you even being there.
Basically.
Like, yeah, sometimes that happens.
Well,
as well.
speaking of not being able to accept love, did anybody see that political clip running around of Biden skipping over the black woman in the Democratic hug fest?
Lord.
no. 'cause
Nobody
what?
saw it.
No.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll put it on the
respectfully,
screen.
like, don't touch me. anyway.
It's a quick.
It's cool, man. When Obama was in office, y'all saw how he was shaking them black people's hands.
Yeah, I'm
versus
crying.
the white.
It definitely was different.
But-
You ever saw that Key and Peele skit when they was
Yes,
been?
yes.
But even in that,
He said, "Oh, my brother."
He thinks my
Yes.
brother from another. He was drunk.
even in that
How you
though, he
doing?
still
How you
acknowledged
doing?
them.
How you
Nice to
doing?
meet you.
He still acknowledged that they were there. He did.
Yeah, for sure.
She was hyped. Let me
course
run
she
it back for
probably
y'all
did.
so you
I
can
was-
see. Look at her. She hyped. She
Not the
excited.
music. People are assholes, yo. Just the music.
Hey, yo. Skipped right over her. She looking like, well, damn. Oh, all right. Damn, I wanted
said,
my
"Well,
hug.
I ain't here. She said,
Oh.
well, let me move. Damn.
I'm crying.
Hey, man. I mean, I ain't surprised.
Talk to everybody around her. But I wanted to.
that was-
Yeah,
I
ain't
brung this
surprised.
up
I guess that's-
because Because that's my point. I am not surprised, and I think for right now in this election, as black people, we have to
We are fucked.
get out of our mind that this is about anything other than what the cabinet is trying to do for both these individuals.
I'm sorry. I thought
The
he was
act-
about to say, as black people, we got to get out there and vote. I thought this was about to turn into.
Oh no, you thought I got to check?
Yeah.
Oh, if I got to check,
I said, please.
hey, man, if you want to give a check,
It's an
I thought-
infomercial.
I thought this was
Nah,
about
tell
to
him
go
vote.
somewhere completely different. I say we didn't discuss this.
yeah. Y'all would have turned into Joe in the moment, huh? When the nigga said prize picks, y'all would have been like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on, nigga. I know. Well, cut the cameras. You got some fucking money.
Hey,
But
yeah, right.
no, not that. I just think I just want us to get out of what the political propaganda is going to be about these two candidates and more about the cabinet. Because right now this clip is going crazy and it means shit to me. It means nothing.
Yeah.
Yo, we know he's old. See, now I can barely talk. I don't really give a fuck about him, but the nigga supporting Trump, I don't. That's just worse to me. He old. See now too. He just talk a little better. So somebody running through these people, and what they gonna do is gonna be what they cabinet wants to get done. We seen that from both candidates. Trump tried to build the fucking wall. That was real shit. So I don't want people to act like this Act 25 shit is just niggas making up shit. No, that
Right.
shit's real. So that's
That's
what you voting
real.
against. Not this white man ignoring a black person, like, because Democrats probably don't give a fuck about black people. They don't. It's a
Right.
lie. Republicans don't
neither
either.
side, right.
Neither one do. We are the least cared about part of this society, and that's a shame to say.
'Cause we're
But it's
damn
still the
near the
land of the
masses.
free, and we take some of these benefits. It's harder for us across the globe.
Mm-hmm.
So in those instances, this is why you need to fucking pay attention to other shit going on, because for the next few months, well, not like 6 months, it's about to be this in your fucking face. And they're about to force your mind to make up that somebody doesn't like you or not. They both don't like your ass. But what are they trying to do to get rid of shit for you? Because hey, again, Democrats don't like us, but they for the poor. And guess what? America has made us into this category. We get out of it, we climb. But for the large part of us, our people are in that party. So when people say you gonna get rich and broke Republican, I still wouldn't, because it's for the people. I might get a tax cut, but I'm worried about the kid that might lose fucking education.
Okay.
So nigga, just ignore some of this shit. But anybody got? That's my political take of the day.
Nope.
Nah, you killed that. Real right.
Yeah. Fuck both them sides, man.
Yeah.
But yes, you are for sure. The Trump side is definitely worse, but it's like the Democratic side is full of shit as well. It don't really matter. It matter. I want to be careful with that. It matter, but it's like.
It
We
matters
fuck
because what they're trying to do. It
regardless,
matters
yeah.
for the Supreme Court. Like they
Yeah,
get one
like-
more person, they make the next decisions in law for the next 40 years.
Right.
Unadded, no obstacle. Trump just gonna sign it because he's a fucking Republican and they got me here. So people gotta wake the fuck up to just keep keep it status quo. Nobody knew shit for you, but let's not make it worse.
Facts.
Right.
But next fucked up thing in society I want to talk about. So did anybody see Adam 22 latest thing? I'm not giving Buddy no light. But did y'all see that?
I stopped watching Adam.
Yeah.
I've been
All
stopped
together.
watching Adam.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Nope, because I stopped watching Adam
Yeah,
altogether.
but it's not even. Well, I might bleep because I don't want to give cuts, but was on.
Oh,
No
okay, I
Jumper.
did see something. Yeah,
I wasn't trying to
even
say.
that, like, see, like,
But yeah, that's my point about the next thing. In media,
Yeah.
right now, I think it's a good time for everyone to wake up and realize you are being used for likes, views, and comments. And some people don't have no moral integrity, no cultural equity. No, I use black people to make a profit is what that man does over
Yeah,
there.
Pretty
literally.
much.
And
Ain't
you
no
niggas
damn
running up there to
way.
interview him
They
and
not,
what that
but-
mean with the symbol. I don't
And
care
I
about
used to
none of
like,
this
yeah, I
street
used
shit
to fuck
behind
with
this.
Adam. I ain't gonna hold you. Like when it first, like when he first popped out, I used to fuck with Adam. Started to get a little weird, but you definitely lost me when you come off as one of them people that just play off our culture. Like ain't nothing about Pop Smoke's killer sitting in, like an interview with you, like thorough, like at all. It's like, nigga, that was a cultural
At all.
loss, and I get it. At the end of the day, Pop Smoke was in that world. Like peace be upon him, but you were in that world. I get it, but it shit happened while you
Well,
was in
hold on,
LA
let me
at the
stop.
end of the day. Like,
But it wasn't the world at all. This was a play he got sent. So I don't even want to get into the interview, but just to clarify that part, Buddy says this is a play he got sent, just not knowing who the fuck it was.
Yeah, no, I was
So-
I was about to get to that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like he from that world, but it didn't happen from like anything that any like mess that he was actually in. It didn't happen from no. It wasn't like retaliation or nothing like that. It was literally like, no, you just happened to be the target that day, and that sucks. But it's like, bro, for you to, you know, this fucking white man to go and put somebody that took one of ours on a fucking interview with him, and it's like, bro, that's weird as shit. Like, you completely lost me. Like, you don't give a fuck about, you really don't give a fuck about us. I mean, I know I never expected you to, like, to keep it 1,000. But once you blatantly show it, you can fuck off. Like, once it's very, very clear and evident, like, you think we done. We know a lot of you white motherfuckers don't care about us, but once you make that shit blatantly, arrogantly obvious, it's like, yeah, now I look like a fucking fool. You know what I mean? Like, for me to even think to support this any further, like, you got me fucked up, bro. That nigga, he weird. He weird. So I'm sure he got somebody watching that shit. I did not watch it though. I seen it and was like, "You're not getting that view out of me, bro." Like, I saw the caption. I saw what it was. Granted, and what we do, one of us had to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, so we could, you know, talk about it, or at least.
I don't need to see the
Yeah,
clip.
like somebody.
Really,
so yeah, so
I'm not here to talk about it. I'm here to talk more
Right,
about
yeah,
what you're
like-
doing, what you're consuming, and what and who has been a factor, and they don't give a fuck about y'all. And
yeah,
I know the
real
internet
shit.
likes to think that because internet trolls exist and there's all these people online talking shit, there a lot of people do give a fuck. So if you give a fuck, stop watching these motherfuckers. They
Yeah,
don't
real
care.
shit.
They will incite violence. They will
Real
get they will
shit.
get black people killed at no expense to them, no care, no drama. There's a couple of them out there. You know who they are. Avoid them.
Facts.
And
Mic
on.
drop.
Yeah, real shit, bro. Them niggas is weird.
So, did everyone see the Like Us video? Did we talk about that? No, we didn't. It didn't come out till after we recorded.
Yeah, I don't think
Came
so.
out,
That
came
joint
out
was
on
fire,
4th of
though.
July.
That joint was fire. It was a good John. I had a friend, he cooked the shit out of me. I had a friend tell me it was too artsy for him. Like, Alex, so the video was too creative. And he literally said, yeah. And I was like, yeah, you lost
That
me.
was very weird.
Like,
That's
yeah,
a hate right
he
there.
super lost me. He's a visual creator, too. So I was like, honestly, you
I
super
didn't think,
lost
which is
me.
crazy because I didn't
Like, if
get
you was a
that.
regular consumer, you still would have lost me, but you, like,
Yeah.
whiplash lost me. Like, I like,
This
nigga,
your
you took a crazy
And it wasn't even
left.
that
I was
artsy.
like,
Yeah, that's
whoa.
what I'm like. I don't get
Yeah,
that from that
like-
video at all.
Like, it was more.
It had some artsy moments because there was a lot of Easter eggs in it. Like, it was a lot
But that's
of.
not
it was,
artsy. That's fanny.
I feel
That's
like
beefy.
that was
Artsy for
in
me.
Kendrick Lamar's way, because Kendrick is a very layered type of
Yeah, I feel
artist.
like
He's
it was
very
more
like
subliminal than
yeah,
artsy.
Yeah.
and that's what I
wouldn't
meant
use
by
that
like
word,
like that's what I meant when I said layered. Like, it's like, you know, he had like a lot of little subliminals in there. I like them. I ain't got.
Well, yeah,
I thought that
nigga.
shit
You to
was-
try to
I
say
thought
one of
that
my
shit was
best
great.
friends was the mother, was the
Yeah.
father of my kid. Like,
think that was
that
one
was
of-
crazy. And yeah, so this
I
is
think
my
that was a
victory
10 out
lap.
of 10, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this ain't me saying I ain't like it.
That
but-
hat was
Man,
fire.
Man with that opinion, yeah, you like 20 push-ups,
I
nigga.
didn't-
You
Ladies,
got-
are y'all attracted
you
to
got-
Kendrick now? Because there's a lot of women online saying, like, hear
That's
me out.
crazy.
So I wanted to hear how two women felt about Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick could be the homie.
That's always a.
I
If
mean,
you got money,
bro.
that's always.
Why
gonna be
why
a
would you
thing.
say that? Why would you start this argument with me again? I hate you. What do you mean he could be? You don't know that nigga. He can not. Don't. I hate. Just say I'm not attracted to him. I hate. Yo, we could be friends though. No. Shut up.
I mean, but that scenario doesn't really make sense because if that's the case, you could feel the same exact way about dating someone. Like, you don't know them, so how could you say you want to date them? That I feel
Right.
like you could say you want to be someone's friend if you don't know them.
Well, I
if you
think
wanna
they were
date
talking more
somebody.
about sex when they say "hear me out," but again, date all that. I just was.
I
saying,
mean, it don't even
is
have
the
to
man
go to sex.
attractive
Maybe
now?
it's
That's
just
all.
like
all.
hear me out, meaning like, oh, like he looks like,
You gotta
nailed
take
it.
that shit with a grain of salt. Once you pop in, there's gonna be a group of people that's like, "Hear me out." You might look a little good. It's like that's just what it come with.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I wanted to hear from two women if it was a change in how they saw Kendrick from the video.
Well, no, because I was never looking at Kendrick like that, and I'm still not. So,
Yeah,
but like
agreed.
that's definitely like he's great at what he does for sure.
Okay, have you ever watched anything that made you change your opinion on somebody though? Like, yo, from they used to look like this here, but now they back out popping. I'm feeling this new look on them.
Yeah, not necessarily they changed their look per se, but I felt that way about Kalani when I first because anybody that knows me knows I'm a Kalani stan. From her very very first album, it was just like, oh, like I love her. She gave me like cute, dainty, fun, just like, and then she has an amazing
you
voice.
knew she was meant to be a lesbian. You could just smell it.
Oh
huh?
yeah, for sure.
Hey, yeah.
And then like I think I don't even know if it was an album. I think more so actually when I seen her in person, I think that kind of, like, I don't know, just watching her perform and how she like captivated the crowd and like just making the eye contact and just being authentically her in her sexy. I think I talked about this before where it's just like some women, like, they don't have to try, like naturally they just exude that, and it was just like, come here, let me see something real quick.
Yeah.
And Kalani, if you see this, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely felt that way about her for sure.
How about you, Magic?
If I have, I don't recall. I mean, I think people are ugly, and then I mean, cute.
Oh shit!
Talk your shit,
I
man.
think
It's
people
just
are
like-
ugly. Okay.
Think
go
y'all
ahead.
niggas
Like,
is
wait.
butt
You heard
ugly.
that
Shit, you
ugly.
niggas is butt ugly.
I mean,
yo, that
She
some
came from the
people
south
are
with that.
ugly.
That shit came from her Jamaican roots.
But-
Ugly.
Friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really. I got I all right. So it's people that I found cute first, and then like later on down the line, it was like, no.
Yeah,
And then
that
there's
can
some
happen.
people that a lot of people find ugly that I find attractive. So that's I don't really recall finding somebody ugly and then.
All right, so what's somebody that you find like ugly that you think people think are attractive?
Oh, man, that's the thing.
No.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, now everybody's scared to talk.
No, go ahead. I gotta think.
Can we do the ladder?
Okay, all right.
Can we
all right,
do the
so
ladder?
What's somebody that you
Flip
find
it.
attractive that you think people think are that they're ugly?
Bobby.
Oh my gosh,
I knew
new
you-
Bobby or old Bobby?
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I like
I
Bobby.
mean, I could
Bobby bitch.
because okay,
Bobby bitch.
so after I guess this is one of those hear me out moments. Like after he came home from jail and you had the big ass teeth and like he just how sometimes when people go to jail and they come back and they just look like
A whole
they had
different
a hard
person?
life.
Yes.
He came back and looked like ain't shit never happened. Matter of fact, he had the best time of his life in there. Like that's.
Cause that nigga.
I
He
mean,
needed to
right?
chill.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
This is my
When I go
second
there-
home.
He
That's my
needed to
nigga,
chill,
but that's
though.
his second home.
He needed to chill out though.
Yeah,
he
so-
definitely needed to chill out.
Say no, I
Who?
can understand.
And
Smurder.
Kodak.
Bobby.
Kodak,
Yeah, I think Kodak cute.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anybody
Huh?
else on the go?
No, go ahead. Love, go.
Oh, Dark Dempsey is sexy.
I mean, Dipson is not Kodak.
I know, but-
Dipson is not Kodak.
I know.
The two don't even.
Lefty sound like Janice right now.
Huh?
I was saving that for later. But Janice Hart, well, Janice the Freak is her name, I guess, for branding purposes.
She
That's what
canceled. She
used.
said she don't like yellow niggas.
Yeah,
I'm
but
all
no,
for it.
but she was like,
Damn.
I
All
love
for it.
my skin. She's like, yo, the whole joint, and I liked it because the whole joint, she kind of was on some like funny, but also like I'm kind of changing the narrative on some shit. I felt like that was kind of her point too. Like she's like, yo, I love my dark skin. I'm for dark skinned people.
She got a great
That's it. You
personality.
yellow, get out my face. It was her
Yeah.
thing, and that kind of sound like Magic right now.
It's
I'm
like-
crying.
She got to say that without being like, "You yellows, get out my face."
But they
though.
used to
I think
say,
that's what it was like.
the blacker the
but no, that
berry, the
John was
sweeter
fire.
the
Though. I ain't
juice.
gonna hold you. Like she's very entertaining though. Just on a side note, because I did watch that John. Overall,
How'd you feel
it's
watching
like,
that joint as a yellow person?
Yo.
Nigga, I just said it. I just like the fuck,
okay.
like, but it's like,
All right.
but overall, that was real entertaining. Like, I do give her props for that though. It's like, no, it was funny. I already knew she was funny, but like, it was funny the way she even interacted with like some of the other men. It was like, damn, like she could go beyond like porn. I'm not even gonna hold you. She really could.
She could
Like,
go
Oh yeah, no, she's definitely a comedian.
or do I clean it up? She can go beyond like adult film. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
No,
it's
I
like,
get what you're saying.
yeah, she could definitely go beyond that.
Yeah, and I think everything, like the way content is now, you can do whatever the fuck you want. So she
That's crazy how y'all
can
about
be
to
a
skip over my
comedian.
question because I was trying to answer it. I thought y'all was trying to get out of there, but try not. So, who is somebody that you find attractive that you think other people would consider
Not
ugly?
attractive.
I think other people find her attractive as well, but there was definitely a time where I had a heavy like this is gonna sound crazy.
I love the contemplation.
Cause it's like I don't want nobody no coat coming for me, but fucking Doja Cat. Like Doja Cat is somebody
Okay.
that to me when I first
Okay.
especially when she first hit the scene, it was
Yeah.
like damn, I'm super attracted to her. And then at certain points of her was like, damn, she almost got an ugly to her, but it's like it's something about her I really, really like.
I don't think
It's
she's
something
ugly.
about-
I think
I don't think
people
she's
think
ugly.
she's
Yeah,
weird.
I don't think she's. No, this is
But
before
no,
she
I
got
mean-
weird. Yeah, this before at
Honey,
least for me.
she's always been
She's always
weird.
been
she
weird.
came out
Weird.
about some bitch, I'm a cow. She's always
Yes.
been weird.
That wasn't weird. Weird to me was when she took it to like a
No,
more
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, when she
But she
went to
always
a more
looked-
she went to a more demonic level. Then I was like, all right, bitch, you weird as
Are you
shit.
talking
Like,
about
it was
she
like,
always
yeah.
looked a certain
But
type of way though.
Even
like,
when she, and that's at that point she not at that point that was her rebellious nature. She like y'all got me fucked
She
up.
went
Like,
Britney. It's
I'm
Britney,
not
bitch.
too. Yeah, I don't really. I take that part with a grain of salt, but it's like that was somebody that it was like, damn, like for whatever reason you're like. She has an aura that's very like her aura make her look even better. I'm not, so I don't want to say she's not ugly for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
so you don't
But
have
it's
nobody
some-
that other people might have thought they were ugly, and you was like, damn, what y'all tripping?
Okay, so we can give you the letter then.
Who?
Like the opposite way around.
Yeah, because I don't really know. Like I can't really think of nobody that anybody I think about is.
He said,
I
I
had to
got
give
good
me a-
taste, period. He said, look,
I'm not a big fan of Maya.
tripping.
you're a
Wow,
Yeah, see,
wait,
that's why I couldn't
Maya?
answer. You see, that's why I felt like I couldn't answer. No, anybody I
love
would
is
have
like,
said is like they
what?
not ugly. And Maya is somebody I loved Maya. I'm not even really. I never really had like crazy celebrity like
I'm sorry.
crushes and all of that. That was
Maya?
definitely one of them for
wasn't
me.
Maya didn't do it for me.
Maya
like that.
was gorgeous and
Are you
still
just
is
high right now?
gorgeous.
Just say you
Mariah
just
Carey
high.
didn't do it for me like
That's
that.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
But-
Like, she not ugly, but that's
Vanessa
Okay.
fine.
Vanessa Hudgens is it? It's not
Okay.
Hudgenson.
Okay.
Most white celebrities, almost 99% of them. Do I continue?
Zach
You wanna
was-
know what?
I thought you asked us to give
You
me
wanna know what?
cancer.
I got
So
somebody
I'm
for
giving you
y'all.
what you
I got
want.
somebody for y'all. I can't remember her name right now, but Donna
Hey,
from that 70s show.
Okay.
Okay.
That
I
was
don't
your-
like
you-
white women, but if I did ever even think to like a white woman, a redhead, and she was,
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
it's
not a
something
big
about
fan
the
of
red.
Ice Spice.
No.
I mean,
Zach Efron used to be fine back then. I don't know.
I feel like everybody thought that. So
That was just thinking
He
getting
was
you,
fun. Corbin
getting
too.
you all
Corbin
moist as
Blue
a teen.
was that- he was
Yeah.
that-
What's
Oh,
her real
back in
name?
the
It's
day.
Donna, because when she was on
Look, now
Orange
you
is the
about to go
New,
find
yeah,
it.
because when she was on Orange is the New Black too, I was like, I know who that
Oh,
is.
no,
I said
yeah,
she popped up. I was
yeah.
like, that's my baby.
Yeah.
and her with that, I never seen
She
her
had the
with
black hair
What?
too.
That was
I was
fire.
like,
said,
yeah, I ain't gonna
"Ooh."
hold you. Yeah,
Yeah, the black
she,
did
Light
it.
shine real
You
quick.
real?
yeah,
Look
she
at
was,
it.
she was, feel me? She a little husky, but feel me, like,
Hey, yo.
What?
Tyra didn't get
she
it
got
going
some
for me like
shoulders. I ain't
that.
gonna hold you, like.
Tyra.
She
Tyra
got
Banks?
some-
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's just grasping at straws here. It's
No,
fine.
I'm
Let's
just,
move on.
I'm just telling you what I
Because
thought.
Naomi is my baby, so if you say
Yeah,
her-
you ain't really naming nobody that's like ugly. That's more like that's an attractive person.
You said
They're
that
not
that
attracted to
people
you.
find
He's
attractive
going on
that
the
you don't.
opposite way of saying.
Oh,
like,
okay,
people-
yeah, people.
Oh, people that- oh, you want me to do the other way?
okay.
Oh,
If you want
okay.
me to do that, I might be able to do that. I guess.
The other way would be
Okay, I got one. The girlies, I don't know how they gonna feel about it because he
Aw,
just,
shit.
I don't know.
who do
I
people
hate
think
it.
is ugly?
Somebody that people find really attractive, and I'm just like, I don't see it. Trey Songz.
Okay,
I don't get it.
I can
I
understand
don't
that.
see it. It might
Uh,
be. It
I
might
can
be all of
understand
the accusations, but I even felt like that before the accusations. I don't know, but it's just like
I can understand
I don't
that.
get it.
You know, I
What
fell
we talking
I
about?
fell out of love with Michael Ealy. I used to
I never. Oh, that's
love
one.
that man.
That's definitely one. I never, and maybe it's because that's so crazy. I'm not even about to say it, but I never. Yeah, him too.
I used to be like,
Him
ooh,
too.
Michael.
It's like
And I was
you
like,
can acknowledge
Michael.
someone being like very handsome or very beautiful, but they're just like not for you.
Yeah.
and that's how it is. It's like okay, like cool, great, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, who people think is ugly?
I'm crying.
Like
Yeah,
I fuck
exactly.
with Suki.
That's why I said that was a little hard for
I
me.
fuck
Any
with
girl that I
Suki.
could
People
think
don't,
of that
but people don't
I
really
don't
like
think people
what
think
she
she ugly. They just think
represents.
she look like Baby Bop.
I was just about to
And,
say,
I mean, Baby Bop was kind of cute.
Baby
a
Bop
little
was
bit.
cute though. But
You know
Like in
what?
a puppety type of way.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And no cap, Suki is cute. I don't care how nobody feel. And Sexy Red, I love her. I don't care. I'm a sexy stan. I do not care. People be trying to say she's ugly just because y'all don't like her music. Like for real, if
I ain't gonna hold
she
you.
never opened her mouth a day in her
Nah.
life and you just seen her naturally with no makeup, she is not an ugly girl. Y'all are haters.
Sexy is cute.
She
I
is not
just
an
can't
ugly
get over
girl.
the female Young Thug joint. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, once y'all did that
Sexy
to
is
me, I
cute,
was
but I
definitely
can't
like,
get
damn.
over that.
Do people think Regina King is cute? I like Regina King, not Hall King, the other one. That's the one I could think people not think. 'Cause she's looks a little older.
I got one that might cook people, and she's not ugly. She's literally not ugly, but for whatever reason, the brat. When I was a young boy.
See, I'm
Yeah,
not
she's
trying.
pretty. No,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to disrespect
No,
our greats.
but she had more like a tomboyish aura. But
Yeah.
I think I had seen her on some girly shit one time. Like she definitely had a little moment. It was a quick moment, but she had a little moment where
I'm crying.
she, once she put the ball drawers down, I seen. You know what I mean? I was like, "Hey, stop
Damn,
playing!" I was like,
I'm
"What the fuck
crying.
up?" That's like next thing you know, I didn't care what she had on. I was like,
There you
"I
go.
know."
Hey,
I was like,
yeah.
See, some of these that people
Yeah,
would
I'm
say
like,
back
I
in the
know.
day are just been changed. Like Tisha Arnold is like Tashina Arnold.
I
I'm
was
saying.
about this. I was just gonna let you
Tashina.
figure it out.
Tashina Arnold is. She used to be like people didn't like her, but now she's people. Like again, that's
I
not.
feel like that's a
ugly
whole,
thing's a little hard with
Yeah,
celebrities right
not
now.
ugly, but that was a whole different complex. You know how folks
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
about
yeah, and a
light
lot of
skin,
it come
dark
from
skin,
that,
and
like-
all that type of time.
But yeah, back to Janice thing. That I like. I watched that. That was fresh in my mind because Paige bring it up. So did y'all see that? Any of that 20v20? It's 12 minutes, but I could play a clip of it probably for y'all. Y'all seen? He posted it in the chat.
No.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna pull up a clip. But Peyton, you want to explain to him the video real quick while I pull this up? So.
Explain what?
Janice's 20. I just give him a synopsis of Janice 20v1 while I pull.
We
up
ain't
the
just do
video.
that.
No, we talked about like the beginning in her. I guess
I ain't watched the
kinda.
whole damn thing. Once the motherfucker said no yellows, I was like, all right,
Hey,
cool. This
yo.
has been great. I was like, this has been your
Yo.
friendly neighborhood podcast. I was like,
Hey,
like,
yo.
I signed out, but I seen enough to be like, no, that shit was real life entertaining though.
Yeah, I
Like
played
it
a
was, she
clip.
was doing her
crying.
thing. Like I still root for her. Like she black. I'm not her enemy. You know what I mean? But it was like, damn, bitch,
You don't
I
think-
just got hit with a stray.
She
Like, it
changed
was
her
like,
mind on a couple of different things.
I
You don't
didn't-
think you could get her to change her mind?
I don't give a damn.
Right.
It was like it was like
Keep
all
up
right,
with her.
cool. Like but
When
we not
that don't
going. You know what I
matter.
mean? We not about this. Like I'm not about to act like no weirdo. Like I still wish her all the success, and that shit was still very entertaining. I think that shit showed. I think it showed the side of her that like you know what I mean. Of course, if you only know her from porn, you don't realize that like no, she really could be in a movie or something. Like she funny. Like
Like you, same height as me. You see? Back up. You're too close. I was just saying. I would pass. You look young. You young?
Hey, yeah.
It's 23.
He said, "Hell no, that's young."
I'm 30.
I think I seen the beginning of this joint.
That's young as hell.
Baby, if you under 30,
I'm about to be 25 this year though.
Oh, and you're recording already?
Yeah,
What
for
you get
sure.
for me? I can look at it.
Look at it in round two. You gotta pass me first. Don't
Okay.
do it. Don't do it. Look at
Okay.
it in round two. Take it though. It's yours.
All right,
I
smash.
should have got you the pink one.
I love
For
gifts.
sure.
I fucking love
that's how you start.
he said, nah, pass me, bro.
Anything with my Hooper dollars. What's up? I like the fit. I'm fucking with it.
All that.
Yeah, but pass, because I like black men.
Oh, what?
100%. This is nigga pie.
Hey,
Zippers
yo.
open. And you high as a kite in this bitch. Oh, enjoy
He was drawing.
She got a pretty mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Got pretty every damn thing. She got a pretty everything.
I'm mad lit. What's your name?
My name, Pass.
Wow.
What? You don't know my name?
Nah, I know your name. Of course I know your name.
he was funny as shit. He was lit.
Instagram, all that.
What's my
I love the different approaches of this drone.
He was funny as
Hey, let me
shit.
talk over it. But yo, the different approaches in this drone was so.
I know what's up. I know what's up.
You young. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Damn.
I can't. My dick big.
Yeah, he was funny as shit. He said, I can't. I mean,
Wait a minute.
This guy.
Can't turn down a big dick.
When it was happening, gorgeous.
I love the locks. How long you been growing them?
About 8 years. I brought you something too.
Yes, hair.
Some of my merchandise.
I love that. What's your clothing line called?
Stouts out.
Stomp it on down. What it called?
Southside Mafia.
Man, I love that.
You
You
gorgeous.
smell good. What you got on?
Little pussy, you know.
Oh, like the oil?
Uh-huh.
Are you Muslim?
Muslim, nah.
Oh, okay. I'm a smash.
Appreciate that.
Smash. I love the
Appreciate that.
demeanor.
You fuck with your head?
I like all types of, black hairstyles.
Hey, what's up, shorty?
How you doing? Oh,
Good, how you doing?
Well, you religious?
Yeah. Somewhat.
Christian?
Somewhat, yeah. I like the P you got going on, though.
You fucking with that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I just bought it.
So what you
You know what I'm
doing?
saying? Doing it to match your past. Yeah.
Touch.
What's your name?
Mo,
How old are you?
24,
What you like, 6'4"?
6'6".
Is the dick?
Yeah, so for sure.
Are you sure?
You can find out.
Nah, because tall niggas be lying.
I ain't lying.
What?
Wow, do we look great together?
We just saying, shit.
I'm fucking with it.
Oh, yeah. How you feeling?
Smash.
Say no more. What's going on?
Hi.
Pass.
Pass.
He said, "Why you pass so fast?"
Oh,
So
damn.
pretty though. How you doing?
How you doing?
What's your name?
Jay.
I like your,
What we fit?
I gotta see, let me see.
Oh, nah, that's just how they
I just
is,
wanna see
though.
the pinch.
That's just how they
Y'all
is.
be having some ball huggers on out this motherfucker.
Hey, yo.
We got more room, though. We straight. It's just how they is.
Do you like my content?
You gotta show me personally, though. I just seen a little bit. Go too deep into it on that motherfucker.
You see a little bit of my
On
content?
your Instagram, though. I see on Instagram.
Pass.
Really going to the school and shit like that.
So you're not a fan?
I am a fan, but I can make me a fan. He's someone.
How old are you?
25.
That's some shit a 25 girls would say, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what you mean I can show you?
She said you gotta check out that Twitter. This word.
Hey, you on the Instagram, you ain't seen
the
it.
Instagram. I ain't seen Twitter.
That's crazy, I just posted
Yo,
my titties
Glorilla
this
funny
morning.
as shit. She be everywhere.
Who that?
Glorilla doing the news forecast, doing the weather forecast. That's funny as
You
shit.
should've. You don't even support a nigga.
Let me get the next guy. Needs to free.
Yeah,
What's up?
that's
What's
fire.
up? What you got? What's on your? Oh, you got oils?
I got chill, yo.
What is this? I love you gave the pussy juice to the guy over there.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
You swear, motherfucker. Let me know what you think about it.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
If it smell good, I'ma smash. Oh, I like his. He got a little bit of. This you?
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Smell it. Let me see if you gonna smash me.
I am. I'ma smell it. God damn. All right, smash. But Jenny wears Versace.
Let me get the next guy. God damn.
Niggas heavy.
That bit heavy as
You wanna
fuck.
touch it?
This was the
Let's see if
bid.
the rap is like, nah, that's the whole. That ain't too aggressive. It's pass. You supposed to grab it right.
Yeah, I'm fucking
No, real
dead.
rat. Cause why he
He ain't want to
He
switch
said,
hands
"Can I
to
do
the
it
mic.
again?" Hey, yo.
you tripping? Switch them hands.
Hi. You so pretty. Women make me nervous. Why? Let me get a mean. Yeah, get a mean. Oh, you got no drawers on? Let me smell your pussy. Smash. She smells
Look at you.
I love a good smelling bitch. She smell good. I love that. It was not a little bit of scent on that motherfucker. You spin it back?
I'll spin it back.
I like shit like that.
I know.
What you got to say this time?
Why you pass me? I'm older than a lot of these niggas in the back.
Look, Pay, you could have
Yeah,
won.
I'm
I got you
dead.
on because you're yellow, but then you're young.
Cause I'm yellow. You don't like light skin?
I mean, I like niggas my complexion. I fuck with my complexion real hard.
I fuck with your complexion real hard.
I love that.
Can we get a hug? You know, you really ruining my childhood dream right here.
Hey, yo.
Let's show the camera.
Great.
So listen, he redeemed.
It's still pass, but I love people to touch this ass.
Hey, at least you got to feel that ass, my boy.
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
boy.
But yeah, that was that joint. I think that's probably my favorite one out of the ones I done saw. Somebody just doing the whole thing without, even when she was like getting with niggas. I'm proud of these Atlanta niggas too, cause they none niggas get too hype when she was like pass. It was a good joint.
I feel like it was fun. Nobody got any feelings like, oh, turtleneck bull. It was just like, very, very fun. And I feel like, coming, maybe it's a vibe like this because you know who you're coming to talk to. Like, she not no regular everyday person. It's like, damn, I'm here. I'm lucky just to be here and be in this lineup. So maybe that's why they kind of felt like that. But I don't know. It was a good joke. And she funny as shit. And yeah, they got to do it again so I can go in there.
Hey yo, so if you doing the 20v1, is you smelling a cat? If somebody's showing, you know what I'm saying?
No, I like my women a bit more classy. Why'd you look at me like that?
Mosey right by that.
No. Come back.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm just saying. All right, if it's a 2v1 or like first initial date type of thing, like I don't want you to utilize your vagina as one of the reasons why I should pick you. Like, no. So no.
Okay. All right. So, would y'all go to Michael Rubin's white party?
What?
Like they do it every year. Michael Rubin's all white party. Seeing that you just went to an all white party last night had me, and then this party was the topic of discussion from the holiday.
You're a Sixers fan, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I go to Boosie party.
Oh.
Hey yo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is also an annual holiday party too. We can actually. So, would you rather do Michael, the all white party, or Boosie party?
Boosie.
I'm bougie as well.
Turning up.
No.
You gonna say all white party for networking?
For sure, for networking. For networking purposes.
I'm not a diggy. It'd be hard to network.
I think either or would be cool.
Why would you think it would be hard to network?
Because when at those type of events, it's a different level of game and conversation being played. Like,
Most of the people probably don't want to talk business right now.
Don't
They
wanna
still
talk-
network just
Well,
by forming a
can- It
relationship.
happens
yeah.
naturally.
how you
Very
address
often.
determines
Right, yeah.
how I'm going to talk business to you.
Right.
What watch you got on that wrist? Like the coverage I seen of it, somebody went through the watches and they lined up to like who was around and who you didn't see. And it's just that level of like those things. And I'm not a dickhead. I'm from Philly, man. It's hard to want to be somewhere where I gotta make everyone know who I am. Like, and I know who all of you are. Like, if we're all strangers, that's so much easier. I enjoy that rather than being in a room full of people that know they're famous and expect you to know them and expect you to be on their dick. No, I'm cool rather than Boosie party with the hood motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we in
I don't know,
Boosie
I feel
party.
like
Ain't no
different.
shootings going on, just twerking
I feel
and
different
fun
only
and
because
cucumbers.
like being in certain environments with people who are like higher profile, like it's never made me feel a certain type of way that I need to either act a certain type of way around them, introduce myself. Like when the vibe is vibing, like people gonna make sure that it's a conversation that's gonna be had. So it's like all of that, like, oh, you got this many followers, you got this much money, you this in this industry, like that shit don't phase me. Like if it's meant for us to connect, we for sure gonna connect, and that's just I don't gotta put nothing out there.
And I agree on that, but that's also the reason why I said the Boosie party, because at the Boosie party, at least I'm gonna have fun.
Baby, I'm gonna have fun at the networking party because one thing about me, I'm gonna find a connection, and
You're
that's
gonna
pretty.
find that booger sugar.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yo.
What?
What happened?
What?
I think either party is probably a vibe.
Oh, booger sugar. Oh,
Like,
never mind.
I think either party.
No, because
Yeah. I think either party is a vibe. It's just gonna be two completely different type of vibes. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think they both would be an enjoyable.
They both would be turned. Yeah, I get what you're
type
saying.
of John. Like,
I'm just in the Boosie party. I'm about
It's
to be
not
smoking
like-
with Boosie.
It's not like you go to a Michael Rubin party and it's about to be nothing but white people. We got a lot of black friends too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's gonna be like a very, very honestly, it's gonna be a very blended ass party. Cause there's gonna be some hood niggas in there. It's gonna be some niggas that just went straight to college that's in there and all of that. And that
Yeah.
just cause you went to college don't mean you ain't hood, but you know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah.
gonna be flat out scholar black people in there. It's gonna be niggas that literally came from the gutter and got a couple of dollars that's
Yeah.
gonna be in there. It's gonna be black athletes in there. It's gonna it's a melting pot of culture
Everything, yeah.
in there.
Everybody-
Plus, it's gonna be some white people there. You go to the Boosie John. I ain't saying it's gonna be flat out ghetto, but you know it's probably gonna be
You know
like
what the environment is gonna be when you get there,
and
like,
like by
that's
ghetto
all.
I don't mean bad either, like because to
Yeah,
me
because you can have a
because to
good
me
ass
ghetto
ghetto
mean
time.
like
you can have an immaculate ghetto time.
shit,
Like,
to
that's
me,
fine.
ghetto is just another word of motherfucking innovating. Like for real,
Yeah,
we
that-
yeah, like
agreed, though,
honestly,
agreed.
ghetto
Yeah,
really
right.
is
And
just
at
another
that
word
type of
innovating.
party,
We turn
I
nothing
feel
into
better
anything.
mingling. I feel better
Like,
mingling at
I'm-
the
I
type
don't
party
let
where
it
it's
last
fun
like that. We can
than
really
a
innovate.
celebrity filled event where everybody expects you to just know that what they got going on, know their thing, or want you to. What's the reason for you talking to me? Unless you hop in moments like when they played the football game, you can hop in there and have a moment. But being at the event regular, like me being to events where there's be people there with money and seeing how just the room act, I'm cool. I'd rather be a bunch of motherfuckers just here to have a good time.
I really think that's a
Depend
big
on the room.
misconception too,
Yeah.
because like
'Cause I've
being
been
in
in
a
rooms
room
with a lot of money
people
and it-
like
and
like
it
literal
wasn't corny,
millionaires,
yeah.
they actually be chill as shit. Like
Talking
it's-
more about entertainers, but yeah.
I mean,
I think it depends
'Cause
on
no,
the
it-
entertainer.
it-
Yeah, I think
it's
depends on
chill-
the
it's chill-
entertainer. I think
it's
it depends
chill
on the
ones,
room
but-
you in, and like, cause if I've definitely been in like rooms with a lot of money where it's not too much ego floating around in the room, like
the
everybody
only
is
thing
chilling.
is with
I've-
them.
Yeah,
I've been in the
with
opposite,
money,
too.
motherfuckers
They
want
be
to make
needing,
money.
like if you go and take pictures with them, they got to make sure the picture is perfect because you're not posting no bum ass picture of them anywhere. That's the one thing I can say I've learned like all across the board from being in like rooms with certain people. They're just like, all right, but let's make sure let's do it this way. Is the lens clear or do we got the good light in this way? Let me stand this way. Make sure you get this out. Like they be real particular about that shit.
And I've been in rooms where the celebrities be like, get your picture. I don't care about
I done
this.
found myself in a circle full of people I had no business being around. Like, I
A
feel like
bunch
I
of
told
times.
y'all about when I was in a circle with Dave Chappelle, Talib Kweli, and it was a couple more people. The other boy, I can't remember his name, but he was a DJ on like the Chappelle show. They all talking about the first time they met Obama, and like I'm just like I'm in the circle like
met
that's
y'all.
crazy. Like it's like,
Like,
it's
I
the
met
first time I
y'all.
met y'all. Like,
Should I tell you the
it's
first time I
like-
met Dave Chappelle?
But
Right here, right
I
now.
don't.
Dave
But I
Chappelle.
don't. It's like it wasn't like there was times where I was able to chime in a conversation with them. That was my first. That's their first time fucking meeting me. I remember I asked Talib Kweli, I'm like, yo, like you got any advice for me? He's like, well, I mean, you up here with all us, and I never met you in my life. Whatever you is, keep doing it. I was like, that was the answer I got, but that was thorough. Like, but
I
like
just feel like
that
at
was
the
being
Boosie
in the
party
room.
when you don't have no expectations as a celebrity and as a person, it's just kind of easier. Like I'm not saying that it's expectations at the all white party, but it's more like you know what event you're coming to, so it's not necessarily you can't just
You just can't
all
do
out
too much, and if you don't do enough, you might not get no conversation.
Exactly,
It's
but
a-
at the Boosie party, you just literally just be
Nah, if you do too much, you might get your ass whooped.
You turn
Like,
No,
know,
it's
it's
not-
like-
I mean-
end up in a room.
You feel me? I'm just
No,
like
they got
it's probably
security,
a
they'll
little
put you out that
It's probably
motherfucker
a
quick.
little more social, but the same way it's a thin
I ain't
line.
never heard no
It's a
drama
com-
at a Boozy party.
Okay,
So
you didn't hear about it. it's like I ain't say it
Boosie,
happened, but
send me
that
my
don't mean nothing ain't never
invitation.
happened. Like you never know. Like and like any of them Johns can. You mean parties go left all the time. Like.
yeah.
Yeah, but put me up on the rooftop with the cufflinks and the wine glasses, looking over the night sky. That's where I want to be.
Cool.
Well, speaking of looking
I take
over,
either or. I ain't gonna
I'm
hold
be
you.
looking up through the rooftop of a car.
Spe-
Woo!
I'm crying.
yo, speaking of looking over, did anybody see Busta Rhymes at Essence Fest?
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel the same exact way.
Shout
'cause
out
put the
to
fucking
Busta.
phones down. I remember when I
Shout
was
out to Busta.
when I went to go see Rihanna her last tour, and I had the VIP tickets. It was very much given like the first 10 minutes of the show. Like I was recording on and put it on Instagram, but I was just like, at this point, y'all didn't pay this VIP price. I'm finna put this phone in my pocketbook and finna enjoy the rest of this night. And she told me I was cute. Ree, yeah, what's up? I know you remember. But yeah, it's very much given like you pay all this money, you got cute, you done came to this place to spend your time looking at these people just for you to sit there and fucking be on your phone all night. And it wasn't even just the like recording. It's like people actively scrolling down their timeline. Like you're looking at Twitter while you're at a concert. If you don't put that goddamn phone down, like
It's
what
an
are you
addiction.
doing?
It's
Kept
an
your money and
addiction.
stay
And
home.
so what happened was Busta Rhymes was on stage at Essence Fest and the people weren't in their seats yet. You know, it wasn't the audience you expect when you're that type of act. And also, I think it was part of the Missy Elliott tour date because they were on tour together. So, and the outfits look similar, or it was separate. He just was there on his own. I don't remember because I saw the two videos kind of simultaneously. But he kind of just went on to say like, "Yo, I'm my first time here. Show me love." Like you could just tell somebody to know how to get the crowd engaged. And like, I love that the crowd wasn't like boo. They was like, "All right, my bad. Let me get to my seat. Let me get red." Like they all got together and he seemed like he had a great show. But how would y'all would be comfortable with an artist doing that like at a concert?
It's his fucking show. Like, yeah, it's his time. Like, please give me my undivided attention.
Me
Like,
personally, also, I wouldn't go to a concert and be on my phone the whole time. I paid for these tickets.
I think where the blurred lines is because if he was opening, that's like a kind of sticky place to be in too. Because like people, like he said, people are still coming
They're walking in.
They trying to find their way, and it's like before the main event start, I'm getting my little 1-2s in. Like might be sending the text, might be replying back to something on social media or whatever. Like whatever. But I feel like coming into a space like that is kind of hit or miss because you could be just like. They just got here. Like I'm about
Who
to.
the fuck does Busta Rhymes open for? That'd be crazy. But also, I don't think it was more of opening.
I'm not saying open for somebody. I mean like
open the
saying-
show. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get exactly what
if
you're
an
saying.
opening act
Yeah,
was
the question
to
was
do
kind of like, damn, who would Busta open for besides like Missy? But
Yeah.
in
Pretty much.
I wanted to say the Essence Fest wasn't packed, never got packed. It kind of stayed like that. Like when people came to see, it still was it looked like a, not a sold out show. It wasn't that look, it wasn't that venue, and a lot of people are kind of saying this is the end. Again, a lot of podcasters and y'all need to be ashamed of yourself when y'all say certain things about things that are like black institutions, from the BT Awards, from the Essence Fest. People are saying like, yo, this shit should take a break, and I'm like, that's how shit go away and you never hear it again. And I just think it needs to be. People in these organizations need to put some younger people in charge and involved in how to engage in the audiences today without just seeing what they saying, seeing what it look like, and then going and try and take what you see online and bring it to a stage.
I mean, but also I feel like there are so many other like factors in it, because nowadays like it's really actually hard to say sold out. Even when shows say sold out show, when you look at the audience, it be still seats open. So I don't understand.
Well,
the whole,
technically you still got the people that mass buy tickets and then
But-
resell them. The
Yeah.
resellers, yeah.
But the point is still that like it's not a sold out show, because it's not a seat and it's not an ass in every seat.
Correct.
And I feel like, especially things that have big ticket prices like that, like some shows you might be able to get like a cheaper seat or a cheaper ticket just for you to be in the room, and the people that got it to spend for the major cost do what you gotta do. But I feel like a festival like that comes along with so many other things. Like typically this is something that people come to from all over the world. These people are flying, driving, taking planes, trains, and all of that, and we're acting like we're not in the biggest fucking recession in the fucking world right now. It's not the fact. It's not just the fact that maybe the lineup isn't that great. It's also people really just don't got it to be. I gotta get here. I gotta get a hotel. I gotta get my tickets. I gotta eat. I gotta get an outfit. I gotta get my hair done, cut, whatever the fuck you got to do.
And take care of everything that's home.
And still make sure everything's a good thing. So I just feel like all of these things together, you got to really make it worth it for people, because people going to find a way for something they really, really want to do. But you gotta make it make sense. So that's where I feel like that makes a part of it. But I feel like it's just everything in conjunction. Like, bro, it's so much shit going on right now. Like, I'm not finna take this 2-3 days out my time and pay to come here to see this. Like,
Yeah, think about the show, and also it's advertising too. Like I ain't see shit for Essence Fest like I used to back in the day. They used to be commercial, used to go on certain platforms. These things are kind of being pushed aside for different types of marketing, different
it's definitely
audiences.
more social media for sure.
Yeah, so it's different things, and I think it's a way to combine. Like again, I'm always somebody that you gotta understand the past to move forward. So you can't get rid of we can't just be like, oh, this is cool and hot, and all right, well, this whole type of content is over, because we've seen through multiple avenues, like yo, with every platform, stop paying people for short form content really much in a sense. YouTube shorts don't get paid that much. Instagram stopped giving niggas a crazy bread they was giving Facebook, TikTok only when it still kind of holds a little strong, but that's because they have to, because they trying to stay in America. But so it's different.
Instagram bonuses.
It's different, like things going on for it, but it still remains true that certain types of content will surpass like this. Even I want to stick on commercials, but even the Super Bowl commercials this year was trash. Like it's some staples in this thing that kind of keeps the public energized and energetic to be entertained. And I think you got to really care about what you're doing and what you and the show you putting on. So back to the boxing world a little bit. We talking about this also. Ryan Garcia has been expelled from the. How do I say this acronym perfectly correct? Ryan Garcia has been expelled by WBC after using racial slurs in a live stream. So Ryan Garcia was on, I think, Twitter Spaces and just yelling the hard N-word all over back and forth with some weird shit going on. But the conversation kind of went on different platforms about mental health and should he be castrated or blackballed? Not castrated, that's a bad word. Fuck that.
Yeah, cause what the fuck?
Because they don't use it.
Castrated?
They don't use it in the actual. When people say it, they kind of mean like exile, but in my mind it went right to black people. So not saying that word, and it's especially this topic. But like, do you think he should be like, all right, forget Ryan Garcia, he's done, or should we be caring about his mental health because we've seen somebody spiral out in real life?
Well, I mean, yes, I feel like mental health is always going to be a thing, and especially when it comes to contact sports like a football or boxing or like anything of that nature. It's y'all know, like, he ain't got everything. All the lights aren't on there. All the crayons don't work the same. Some of them are broken. And like that's what y'all want because y'all want to keep this man entertaining y'all. Y'all want to keep seeing him fight, but y'all gotta understand the type of shit that might come along with somebody like that. Like,
Yeah.
how many times you think you gonna get knocked upside your head and everything gonna be working properly? Like, what y'all want from this man? Like, and yeah, I feel like sometimes I feel like he does troll, but sometimes I feel like that shit is not trolling. Like, he really just
Going
it's
through
some
it.
things that's knocked loose. Like, he done got hit enough times. What do y'all want from me? Like, yeah, mental health for sure. Go get a maybe y'all need to see him get a brain scan or something,
Evaluation or something.
so y'all can see like some shit just not is not right. Like the wires don't connect all the way. But yeah,
Magic thoughts.
I don't necessarily say we should blackball him. I do think he should get like some mental thing, like a mental evaluation or something. I definitely think we should look into his mental and stuff like that. But
The WBC said they tried though. They tried. He's been declining for a while now. Even before the Devin Haney fight, they kind of been seeing something wrong
Is
with him,
it-
and because he's refusing help, it's like that's why we expelled him.
but is it because okay, I don't know what the stipulations are for your health to be in that type of lifestyle, but like. Is it you think maybe he's declining because if they do find something conclusive that he won't be able to box
He's not
anymore?
gonna be able to do it no more.
Well, like yeah, you mean full on like brain scan and shit like that is fine, saying like in his head, or you think because his mental capacity? Is that what you're saying? Like his ability to, like, are you saying more like that's what I'm saying? Are you saying like an injury or like just are you saying
I'm saying what
himself?
you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying you guys said a brain scan, said all that. So I'm
Yes,
saying
because
if there's not
even
an
when you-
injury,
when
then
you
I don't
have-
think he will be no.
No.
I don't think he will be expelled unless he's like super off the deep
But
end, like
that's even
schizophrenic
when
to where
you're-
he's a
when
danger
you
to himself
are
and others.
If you're in like the Army or the Navy or any services like that, if you can plead insanity to be released. So like if you are having mental health issues, you can no longer serve them. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you think that if it is found that there is something actually wrong with him, he can't box no more?
Only on a severe level. Only on a severe level. CTE and sports and boxing, all that has kind of been brushed back down to the hidden part. So there ain't no crazy, like the league has their concussion protocol, but there isn't. I don't think the WBC has a crazy like mental health. No, like I said, if he's schizophrenic or a danger to himself and others, then of course. But if he is that way, then I want you to get tested because you're doing a contact. You're doing a sport where you can injure someone if you do it incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely those things that have to be done. And I don't think he should be. Again, I mean, being expelled is correct. I think you kind of got to turn off the water for somebody to see that what you're doing is not acceptable. Because the way our way media is, you acting crazy, people gonna come see you right now. People turn to your profile like, hey. Everybody love Rick Ross X, but she kind of be turned. It be annoying me when it be like, dog, this is just somebody whose whole goal and purpose is to talk bad about her baby father and make money, or people, or support her agenda. Like when those people come out of nowhere and like, why is her and Charleston White beefing? This is all on tangent, but her and Charleston White going back. I'm looking more at the scene. Like, who set this up? This is a weird back and forth where they're going over, and Charleston is kicking the Democrats down, and she's bigging up the Democrats and telling him crazy. It's like somebody cut a check over here, and it's these platforms of pure hate that I'm just kind of over with, of like being the thing with like our system, like it being the main factor for us receiving payment, because it's always been a big genre, big source of money, but now it's becoming the only source, and I'm kind of sick of that shit. But yeah, that was me off on a tangent.
Okay. I feel that.
All right, well,
That was a crazy ass tangent.
how? Why was it crazy?
No, I'm just saying how it like got to Charleston White and baby mom beefing, because like, what are y'all even beefing for?
Well, mental. I mean, people making money on people who seem like they have some issues. To me,
I mean, okay, yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, that's not new. Like, unfortunately, because even outside of like you're now what we call influencers, and like even with celebrities, like that's some shit that's going on in everyday fucking workforces. That's some shit that, you know what I mean. So, unfortunately, it's nothing new under the sun when it comes to that. But I do feel like at the end of the day, mental health still matters, regardless of how you want to look at that. Get some help, please.
yeah. All right.
Please.
On to some sad note. Rest in peace to the Vikings I believe, wide receiver who passed away this weekend. It was due to a car accident, and Kyrie Johnson. So rest in peace, Kyrie Johnson, who died this weekend over a car accident. And the media coverage has been like ridiculously hateful towards this man off of like,
Why?
I guess, locker room or I don't know, his past antics or something. But there's a bunch of people just saying like he wasn't the greatest person. We don't like make it like totally like kind of making this person seem to be a horrible person that we barely know. Like I'm first time hearing his name
regardless
right
if
now.
he was
Man.
horrible or not, like
Have
the
some
man
human
is not
dignity,
here
man.
anymore.
If he ain't do no like demonic crazy shit, he wasn't out here murdering people or touching kids and then like unless he had some crazy past like that, have some human dignity, man. Rest in peace. Let the man rest. If y'all had some art like some bad moments in the locker room, fuck off. Like let his family grieve. Talk your shit to your friends.
I always
or
think that's
whatever.
crazy. Like anytime somebody passes and they're like, oh well, you know, this person was this, that, and the third. It's like, listen, if you don't have condolences to give, okay, just move on. Like, why do we have to go run a person's name in the ground after they, like, they're not here already. There are people out here who are actually suffering that loss. Like, regardless of how the majority might feel, this person still has family, this person might still have friends. Like, unless you are just like the spawn of the devil himself and nobody likes you for nothing, not even your own.
Yeah, like,
but
if
it's
you
just
on
like,
that type time,
when
then
somebody's
alright.
like, they're not here no more, are they not here no more? You don't even have to speak on this person. Like, I just posted something like that, just talking about how people are like, there's so much healing that needs to be done, because people are so quick to jump down what somebody is doing or what they're not doing, even if they're here or not here. It's like, but what does that have to do with you?
It's just that. It's just
Like,
that. It's just that comfort behind the screen. Like
Oh,
there's
for
definitely
sure.
people
For
out
sure.
here that will say these things online to anybody's face, but it's a large number of people that you got that comfort in knowing like
Put her
this
fingers.
can't really trace back to me. Like unless I talk about somebody around the corner from my house,
Yeah.
like
Everything could be
this
traced
can't
back to
really
you.
this can't really trace back to
That's
me
what
in a
all them-
sense
all
to
them
where
fake page
like to a
energies.
sense to where somebody gonna pull up at my crib. Like you
Yeah.
gotta really
Yeah,
know
you gotta
me and know
do
where I'm
real
at. You'd have to go.
research.
Yeah, so that confidence alone got niggas just speaking freely about any
All you
and
gotta do is hit the
everything.
nigga up that's found the tree. Hit the tree bowl up. The nigga nigga, all I gotta see is a little
I mean,
piece of your background.
no,
It's a wrap.
seriously though, because it's not real hard to,
Yeah,
find some shit
yeah.
out.
Like if somebody really
It's not.
want to go out their way, yeah, for sure.
Not even really,
but
really.
There's that. There's just that comfort of
Well, in this
knowing
new
that most
age
likely
of
they not gonna
everybody
go
knowing
looking
how
for
to
you.
finesse
Yeah, like,
technology, it's not really that hard, but it is a little work.
it's just the
do.
So
You do have
most
to do a
likely
little
niggas
work.
not gonna put the work in to come find you.
Yeah.
That don't mean
The-
that they
the
won't.
average man won't.
Like
Correct.
that don't mean nobody will.
Average
but
person
the
won't.
average
The
motherfucker
average person won't.
just gonna take the insult and keep it moving. Like
Correct.
so, it's like. But yeah, man, have some human dignity, man. If he wasn't a sick individual, let that man. You mean if he was sick, if he was a fucking 69 guy or something like,
Hey
yo.
yo.
it's like, feel me? Then
Damn, well.
Hey,
this
hey,
is the
hey,
guy,
hey,
no.
run for
let's
your
hope that
life.
wasn't true on Drake, cause then what the fuck is we supposed to do?
Hey, 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 hey,
You know
run
what I
for
mean?
your
It's
life.
like yeah, like as people that supported him, I really, truly hope that
We
was
was
just
hood. We was
that was
hood.
just some horrible jokes. I hope
Swindle.
those was just some.
I mean, I still stand on the hill of like everybody's favorite somebody is on some weird shit. You can't feel the type of
Be
way
on some
about
weird
it
shit,
you
but
know about
yeah,
it.
right,
So it's
yeah.
like oh, you can't be like, oh my gosh, I used to support that person. You didn't know then. It's
Yeah.
like it's up to you to do whatever you want to do with that
Right
information
after,
you
yeah,
know.
for sure.
But
yeah.
like,
yeah, it would really suck to have to like
I don't know, but
to look at
after-
Drake catalog and it be forever stained. Like if it really ever come out, they're like, no, he really was there. Like the way
What
the
were
way
you
a lot of us,
watching?
I know everybody didn't cancel him out, but the way a lot of us had to cancel out
Yeah.
Kells, oh my god, if I ever had to cancel out Drake's catalog, I'm listening to jazz from now on. Like, I don't
Ain't
even
nothing
listen to
wrong with
lyrics.
jazz. Yeah,
I don't
let's
even
just
listen to
stop
lyrics.
listening to stuff
Then I'm
with
gonna find out the nigga with the trombone, this motherfucker was
I'm
out here like on some crazy shit. Like now I gotta
you'd be
I gotta EQ
Blow
out
the
his part.
whistle.
Right, like
listen.
start finding it. That'd be man.
There's
That's
a lot
crazy.
of shit happening. He was watching something where Kev on Stage. Well, that was Kev on Stage, right? Where he was pulling out all the parts of Drake songs where he was saying questionable shit.
Oh no, that
my
wasn't good on
goodness.
It just was some bull. It just
Oh,
some
I
bull,
don't
but
know
it
why I
was
think
drawing.
it was
A DJ did a crazy. I think we talked about that one though. The fucking DJ that did the he took the Nice for What John when he be like high school pics.
You was even bad
then.
then.
He did like a DJ mix with that, and it blended perfectly into like Not Like Us. But it's like, but when I say it blended so smooth,
Oh
like,
yeah,
you
niggas
would've-
thought boy was French Montana.
Yo, that was wait
Yeah,
what?
no, it
Niggas,
was,
the internet was like French Montana, please.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
That's everybody doing shit for headlines. I'm like,
That's crazy.
that shit was, but
Not
did
French
kind of, you know,
Montana.
French Montana and Drake kind of got those. Never mind.
That might be chalk. Who knows? This is all about what side French on. Like they done all
That's
that
that's why I said it
between
was
them,
French though,
Ross,
because it's
and all
beef.
of that. Like that was a whole little circle, low key.
who
so.
was the person that said they couldn't talk about what they was beefing over because they will both look crazy?
Metro.
Okay. Yeah, it's always about the things that people say without saying, you know? It's like, you know,
Metro.
hey, all I know is I sleep well at night because I ain't out here doing no weird shit. So that's all I got.
Mhm.
That's all I got. But yeah, speaking of 69 guys, how do y'all feel like not in that way?
Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey,
this
hey,
is
run
Patreon,
for
by the
your
way.
life.
And this has been your, I guess that was her goal. It's fine. We get in there. Hey, Patreon was great, guys.
Oh,
Patreon was great, guys.
Hold on.
This has been a great time. We appreciate it for tuning in. Go catch that Patreon and figure out our own version of a hip popular game. Go like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all DSPs, all social media platforms. Posting across everywhere. Go get us on Patreon. Go cop that. Go be a neighbor. And yeah, anything you got for him, love?
You already know it's the same shit every time. Head to mgottibeauty.com and use code neighbor at checkout only if you're a neighbor. Bye.
hugs and kisses, y'all.
Wow.
Hugs and kisses.
And go stream Peyton 8 music. Go catch Magic stream. And she got more content coming for you soon.
Her.
Peace.